Hello again. This is Kirsten McDade with Resources with John Guenther from Ecology at the popular Pocket Beach on the northern part of Boulevard Park next to the railroad tracks. We are here to learn more about the cleanup efforts that have already taken place here and what we can expect to see in the future. So John, I am curious, what type of cleanup has already occurred at and directly around this Pocket Beach area?
Well, no prior cleanup action has occurred here at the Pocket Beach. The 2017-2018 interim cleanup action is the rock structure that you see extending out toward the bay and wrapping around the shoreline to the south. The former pier and some piles were also removed as part of the interim action. The interim action cleanup is not the final cleanup action for this portion of the shoreline, however. The final cleanup action for the shoreline may be similar, but will ultimately be determined during engineering design and permitting. The cleanup action selected for the Pocket Beach consists of a conventional sand cap, thick cap, or reactive cap. The details of how this cap will be constructed will be determined during engineering design and permitting.
And now, what can we expect to see happen in the future for this Pocket Beach?
Following cleanup, the Pocket Beach can be used as it always has been. Accessibility to the water at the Pocket Beach may actually be improved following cleanup, but the use of the park property is ultimately up to the City Parks Department.
Now, because this is a place where children could potentially play and dig, are the cleanup standards any different to reflect this unique usage of the land?
The cleanup levels selected for the entire site are based on unrestricted land use that considers children playing and digging in the ground.
That is great to know. In addition to this beach being popular for recreation, I also understand that this beach has potential habitat for surf smelt. Can you tell us how the cleanup action plan will ensure that this important habitat is accounted for?
Now we're talking about the in-water or sediment portion of the cleanup site. We are aware of the presence of both eelgrass beds and forage fish habitat within our sediment site boundary. These resources will be surveyed during design of the cleanup action, since the survey work must be conducted within a specific time frame relative to completion of the design. Mitigation for these impacts to these resources will be determined by consultations with the appropriate resource agencies like the Washington State Department of Fish and Wildlife and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
Right behind us is the amphitheater, restrooms, and large grassy area that people often play on. What is the plan for cleaning up this area of the park?
Just like the upper park area, the cleanup action selected for this part of the site consists of a permeable vegetated soil cap, groundwater natural attenuation, institutional controls, and compliance monitoring. Following cleanup construction, this area of the park should look pretty much like it does today, although the ground surface elevation will be higher. The specific type of vegetation that will be planted will be determined by the City Parks Department.
Now, can you tell me how the cleanup action plan accounts for anticipated sea level rise associated with a warming planet?
The potential effects of sea level rise will be addressed during engineering design for the cleanup action and will be constructed in accordance with City of Bellingham codes and standards, including any shoreline permitting requirements.
Great. Thank you for that information, John. We can now continue with the tour by walking along the water to the northwest edge of the park.